What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we made our way here to the Neighbor region and completed a couple of shrines. And in this episode, we're going to complete what we started in the last episode. We have one more shrine and that tower over in the distance to collect. And then we will make our way off to the next main area of the game. So let's get started. So basically all we need to do first is just head over to the tower because the shrine is pretty much directly next to it. And hopefully I can make it over to the other side of this river before we drown. I should be good though. I think we'll be alright. There we go. Yeah, and it's pretty much dry land from this point forward. And I don't like looking at the bandana. I don't know guys, I'm weird like that. I want to look at this. And this is pretty much the main outfit we'll be wearing for most of the game because it's probably going to be our strongest outfit. And I don't know, this is kind of like Link's tunic for this game, so I figure we might as well wear it. And we'll wear, of course, the Hylian pants just because that's what Link always wears. And we'll wear the hood because that's kind of what was in the demo for the game. So might as well just fit the kind of what Nintendo kind of expects you to wear when you're just roaming around. So, but Link also didn't carry a shield, which is funny. Like in all there's a crab, bright-eyed crab. I don't think these guys will actually pinch you or anything. I think they just run away from you. This guy here, he's just Traveler. I can tell you've trained your body well. I'd say you're familiar with both sword and bow, correct? Traveler, that's a good skill set. Why don't you join the Yiga clan? The Yiga clan. What? You don't know? Fine, I'll tell you. The Yiga clan, it's a powerful, brave group of warriors founded by Master Koga and dedicated to defeating a hero long thought dead. I will take your life. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have walked near this guy because he's now basically coming for our life. So let's pull out this wind cleaver and we can take this guy out. Come here, buddy. You know you want some of this. Ooh, that was really close, actually. Ooh, just timed it right, and that's gonna do it for him. And yeah, so when these guys die, they'll drop rubies like this, and a green ruby. And we also get mighty bananas. And those mainly grow in the Pharaon region. And we can pick up this vicious sickle, and we'll get rid of the spiked bat. I don't really want that. And we'll pick up the sickle, and we'll use that for the moment until we can get another, like, stronger sword. But, okay, and there's another guy here, but he's not a traveler. But if you ever seen one... Hey, you there. Me? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Come on. Oh, I'm not some creeper. I want to talk, friend. What do you say? Okay, oh joy, thank you. Now let me start over. That thing on your hip, is that a Sheikah slate? Okay, you're talking really weird, dude. See, I knew it. Well then. Now, you must die. Oh gosh, another one? Really? I was hoping these guys... Wow, we almost got him. And this should do it. And we can get another vicious sickle while we're at it. And more money. Yeah, these guys will drop a lot of money. And, let's see, what can we replace? I guess we can finally replace this sledgehammer. It's kind of useless now. And we'll get another sickle. I didn't think that guy would be another traveler. It's kind of strange. But, yeah, we'll encounter the Yiga clan a lot in this Let's Play. Whether accidentally talking to travelers, and a little bit later on in the main quest, we'll actually have to deal with them on our own. But for the time being, we're going to want to make our way up all the way to the top of that tower, which can be quite the climb. And there's some deer here, and also there's a river in our way, so we have to be mindful of that as well. Let's glide over here, and then we can make our way up from... Okay, why won't we climb? Okay, thank you. I was like so confused there for a second. I was like, he's not climbing. This is weird. Yeah, we're going to be careful in making our way up here because there are lots of enemies around here. Like that guy, for example, there's a Lizalfos, so we'll just try to avoid him if at all possible. And yeah, he didn't come after us. Sweet. So really what I like to do here is like this. Oh, he's got a electric arrow, which is not good for me. I guess I'll fire some right back at you, buddy. I think that made him drop his bow. And I got froze. Sweet. You know what? You just need to die down there, you. Yeah, where's those fire arrows when I needed them about 5 minutes ago? You're still alive? What the heck? Oh, he's dead now, so this doesn't matter. And we'll get Moblin Guts. Okay, that's kind of grim. And he didn't even drop the fire arrows. Wow. I'm disappointed, actually. We got ice arrows, but, you know, that's... wow. There's, like, no better time to be disappointed other than, like, the one time I wanted fire arrows in the last episode. I didn't get them. And then now that I have a chance to actually just get them, doesn't drop them. Sweet, thanks. Hunter Shield. Favored by hunters for its rabbit design. It's useless. Alright, get out of here. I'm just gonna leave the chest there. It's completely fine. No need to worry about that right now. So we're pretty much up to the top except for these two guys and uh-oh. Don't set me on fire, please. Oh god, my shoulder shield broke. What the heck? And the sickle broke as well. Goodness. Guys, quit attacking me. I don't know why my shield wouldn't get let out. That was kind of strange. Yeah, it was actually really weird. Usually they like extinguish. But I guess we'll just have to go with the Shield of the Mind's Eye from now on. Pull out the sickle. I like the way the kind of I don't know what you'd even call it looks on my hip. This sickle's broke too. What the heck? All of them are broken, I swear. Alright, so let's actually just climb our way to the top and oh, I see Lizalfos. Look at him clinging onto the side of the wall there, trying to camouflage. What a jerk. Yeah, so we won't fall if we like use this to climb, so we're good in that regard. But we can climb up here, and this is the Lanayru Tower. And this one is fairly easy to climb up if I remember, and oops, that was not really what we wanted to do. Yeah, we should be able to just leap from platform to platform without a problem. I don't think we even need our climbing gear either. And I know we have the hood, and we'll probably go for the other stuff a little bit later on. I do know where the like the shirt piece is for the climbing gear. Like what I'm talking about is this here. The climber's bandana. There's like a shirt and some pants for it. I know where the shirt is. I don't exactly remember where the pants are though. But the shirt is off back in Hateno, back off by the beach. But we'll be going and get that very soon, probably after this main area here. And oh, we almost didn't make that. Like, wow, we were actually really close to not even making that, which is kind of scary. I would not have wanted to fall all the way down. Though you can time pulling out your paraglider at the last second, because if you do, it'll actually stop Link's fall. And anyway, let's activate this tower and get a new area to our map, finally. Sheikah Tower activated. And that took way too long. We should have been here in the last episode, but all the shrines that we had to get on our way, which we can actually see in the distance there, kind of took us a lot longer than I thought it would. But now that we're here, scanning area. If you don't notice, that looks like a teardrop, like that little tear, because it's like there's an eye on that platform, or like the little thing that's sticking down. So that's almost like a teardrop, even based on that design right there. And that's going to finish off our map for this region. And regional map extracted. Sweet. Alright, there should be a shrine. And ooh, so high up. Hey, friend. Wow, I cannot believe it. Excuse me. Yes, I am Groove of the Zora. It is apparent that you are a traveler, but may I ask what brought you here? I could ask the same. How very astute of you. An excellent query indeed. I, by order of Prince Sidon of Zora's domain, am searching for a Hylian, or I was, but then I fell asleep. I woke to a loud noise and awful quaking, and now I'm here. I'd like to get down and be on my way, but I'm simply too high. I need to figure something out. Prince Sidon is down at the bridge below, but for some reason I cannot seem to catch his attention. But you are a Hylian, yes? Well then, my luck is improving. Prince Sidon! I found one! I found a Hylian! Prince Sidon doesn't seem to notice my struggle. Perhaps I should swallow my fear and jump to the river below. Then I could return to him. He must be worried sick. Nope, I can't do it. I'm too high up. I'm likely to meet the gods of the ever after before I see Prince Sidon again. Mr. Hylian, I must apologize. It will be some time before I get back to Prince Sidon. Please, you must leave me here and go on ahead. Alright, sure thing, but actually I want to head over to this shrine right here before we make our way down there. And so if you look on your map, you can see that there's this giant path here that winds all the way through here. This is pretty much the path that we're going to be taking to this area here. That is where we're going next. And that's where the Prince of the Zoras is going to be taking us. And it's quite long. Honestly, it takes about like 20 minutes. It's quite a long journey. It's pretty much going to take up the rest of our time in this episode. And you can't like really cheese it and take Epona with you. It's not that simple. The path kind of stops and your horse, I don't know why I said Epona. We don't have Epona yet. Or like my version of Epona, I guess you could say. Here yet. And do we not have a sword really? Wow. I thought we did. Apparently not. We'll get the Edge of Duality. And this is a minor test of strength. And there's lots of shrines like these too. I mentioned there was a shrine called Blessing Shrines. And there's shrines like these too. This is a Guardian level 2, which contains normal Guardian weapons that we've seen before, but he has a lot of health and they're quite hard to, wow, I can't believe I didn't dodge that. Come on. And now we can perform a Flurry Rush and take this guy down, and we've one more attack like that and we should be good. Ouch. Yeah, I forgot that about that attack. Yeah, sometimes it's just hard to forget. Oh, when they turn blue like that, you have to charge in. Because that's when they're going to do their attack. And that's a Guardian shield, so let's take that because it's actually better than the shield we have right now. But like I was saying about these shrines here, and we'll pick up that sword as well. And we'll go ahead and pull out the Guardian shield. And you notice how they deactivate on your back, which is kind of cool looking, but also not really. I'm not too fond of the look, to be honest. But there's minor, moderate. I don't think it's actually called moderate. I think it's just called like. Oh, I actually don't remember what they're called. Anyway, we got a 9 bow. Ooh, that's actually really good, and that's actually exactly what we need. But there's minor and there's major, and then there's one in between, which is called a, I don't remember the name, a modest test of strength, that is. And the ones here contain Guardian Scouts 2, which means they hold 2 items in their hand. It can either be 2 weapons, or a sword, or an axe, and a shield. And the Guardian Scout 1s just hold 1 thing, usually a weapon, in their hands. And then there's Guardian Scouts 3s, which hold 3 items in their hand. It could be 2 weapons and a shield, or 3 weapons. Usually it's going to be a shield and 2 weapons. And then there's 4 which also hold weapons, but they're stronger as well. It's usually 3 for them as well. And also Guardian Scout 3s hold slightly higher, stronger weapons as well. So to you. Oh my, how wonderful. You're a Hylian, yes? Yes I am. Perfect. It must be my lucky day. Oh, I must apologize for calling out to you so suddenly. I am Torfu. Torfe? Torfu. I'm not sure. I'm going to call you Torfu of the Zora. I've been searching for a Hylian like you for a very long time. My home Zora's domain is in terrible danger. That is why Prince Sidon sent me in search of a strong Hylian warrior. Prince Sidon is running an Indigo Bridge. Would you please talk to the prince and perhaps save us all? We would be ever so grateful. And that's a big hearty radish right there. And yeah, that's a female Zora. So we've seen the male versions, but that is a female Zora. And both of them serve in, like, I guess, like the night kind of thing for Zora's domain.
Say hey there, young one. Up top, above you.
It's Sidon, the Zora Prince.
Pardon the entrance, but you're a Hylian, aren't you? I was hoping perhaps you'd have a moment to talk.
Ah, a Hylian. Yes, I knew it. Oh, pardon me. I'm Sidon, the Zora Prince. What's your name? Go on, please tell me. My name's Link. Link? Your name is Link? What a fantastic name. Though I cannot shake the feeling that I've heard it somewhere before. Well, in any case, it's a strong name. To be honest, I've been watching you. I've seen the way you work. You can tell by how you carry yourself that you're no ordinary person. Link, you must be a strong warrior amongst the Hylians, correct? Yeah, that's right. Aha, just as I suspected. I'm a Zora Prince after all. I have an eye for talent that is unparalleled. Yes, exquisite. I've been searching for someone like you for a long while. A man like you, Link, who carries himself with power. Right now, Zora's domain is in grave danger because of the massive rainfall coming from the divine beast Vah Ruta. Please promise you'll help us. We need your strength, warrior. Won't you please come with me to Zora's domain? Sure thing. Wow, really? Thank you, Link. You are indeed the man I thought you were. Now Zora's domain will be saved for certain. No time to waste. Hurry up and head on over. Because of this rain, the cliffs are too wide to climb. To reach the domain, you'll need to go straight along this path. As a Hylian, I know you're unable to swim up river. As such, the path to the domain may be a bit treacherous. You are likely to have a tough fight in store. There are monsters up ahead that will attack with electricity. Ah, great. Don't give up. I believe in you. Oh, that's right. I have something that I would like to give you. That's just a small trinket to show that I have faith in you. And he gave us an electro elixir, and it grants us a mid-level resistance to electricity. It's a drink that will increase your resistance to electricity. I'm not sure why, but the effects do not seem to work for Zora. Perhaps because it was made specifically for Hylians. It should work wonders for you, though. I shall go on ahead and make sure there is not anything strange going on where you're headed. I'm counting on you. Alright, thank you, Sidon. So, let's go ahead and make our way up here. And this is part of the main quest, and as you can see, all this rain that's coming, and it really will not stop until we take down Divine Beast Vah Ruta, or rescue Divine Beast Vah Ruta. We're going to be stuck in a torrential rainfall. Now, for this first half of this area, I'm just going to try to run past all the enemies here. And I will shoot any Octoroks that I see just because they're a pain. But for the moment, we'll just kind of run past these guys and avoid them. And we got an Octo Balloon. And where did that guy come from? And an Octorok Tentacle as well. Let me take you out. And, oh, I don't want to climb down. No, thank you. But for this first half, we can just simply run through here and simply avoid all these guys for the moment. And, ooh, some arrows, a traveler's bow, and a traveler's sword. I don't think any of those are of particular use to us. Because I don't think this sword does a whole lot. No, it only does 5. So we don't need that right now. And, ooh, there's a boar. We can make a sword and might as well grab some raw meat while we're here. But for this first half, I'm just going to simply be, like, running by these guys and avoiding them. And yeah, some of these guys will follow after us, but if we run quick enough, we should be able to avoid them with ease. Alright, come here, you. I missed, really? Come on. Take you out as well. Those guys are a pain in the butt. So I want to shoot those guys with arrows. And I know we don't have a lot of arrows, but it's going to be better than nothing. And our bow's already damaged as well. And Prince Sidon will meet us on the way up here multiple times. Like, as we kind of hit certain checkpoints on our way, he will stop us and speak to us, like right here. Hey, Link! Sorry for calling out to you from the river. Since I pressured you into coming, I wasn't not sure you'd really be coming through. I'm pleased things are going well. Ever since this strange occurrence, there have been lots of monsters around here. Be careful as you proceed. And hurry, all my fellow Zora are anxiously awaiting your arrival. Alright, sure thing, Sidon. I'll be there as fast as I can. Yeah, but this trek does take a good little bit, so we're going to need to kind of just run. And there's some enemies that we are going to have to take out just because they're too strong to like leave alone, and they will like attack us for like a long while, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, they'll continually chase us around and give us attacks of electricity, and we almost just died. And if you look for these lanterns are basically all they're doing are just showing you the path ahead. Like this guy, we're gonna probably have to fight him just because he's here and he's in the way, and I actually want my guardian sword. And yeah, they will attack with their tongue, so be careful about that. And we don't have any fire arrows, do we? No. We can always just go up and around. Actually, we can just skip most of this and, ooh, hey buddy. I'm gonna take you out. And the Soldier's Claymore is probably pretty strong, but not as strong as what we've got, so. But I will take your arrows though, because those are important. And so you kind of can skip some of like the essential parts, I guess you could say, of the path, because it's like not really that useful. And we got a new shield. This is a Lizard shield, and take you out, please. Yeah, and these guys, as these guys change color, this one's blue. He's a little bit stronger than the last one. We've not gotten a tail from these guys yet. It's kind of strange. And Lizard bow, which is pretty good indeed. Let's drop this. And why am I not using my strongest bow? Hold on. Like, what is going on here? I should be using this. And I think that shield's going to be a little bit stronger than what we've got. So, let's see, actually it's a little bit weaker. It's actually our weakest one, but it's stronger than what we had. So we might as well take it, and we'll take the fish as well. And we should be able to continue on up this way. Now, some areas that are like shorter to climb, kind of like this here, should be able to climb without a problem, as long as you make one leap. But every time you leap, Link will slink back down just a little bit. I need to make my way over to the other side, to like that part of the path. So it may be better for us if we kind of just continue along this way. Well, actually, we can make our way up here and then jump across, because I believe that path just cuts across that bridge right there. Alright, so let our stamina come back up a little bit, and then we'll jump across and then continue on our way. So yeah, we're just going to continue to avoid as many enemies as possible. I think Sidon would meet us back at that bridge, but it's fine, it's whatever. He's just going to probably meet us at the next area up, or the next area up ahead. And this may actually not take me nearly as long as I thought it would. See, how far are we? We're almost halfway there already, which is kind of crazy just because I've been running past everything for the most part. And uh-oh. I have to do a little bit of climbing then, I guess. Climb around that boulder. And what's up here? I think there may be a robe up here, perhaps? No, but hope there's some spikes, and that's not any good. And my guardian sword broke, so let's grab the Zora Sphere. See, a Zora weapon of choice. Zoras seem to like spears, so you can kind of keep that in mind, I guess, for a little bit later on. Not that it really matters a whole lot. And also this wall here, it's kind of important, but like also not even at all important. Come here, buddy. Wow, I missed. I'm kind of shocked. And oops, I got shot with an electric arrow. That's not what we want. Yeah, if they hit the water, or arrows hit the water, electric arrows hit the water, they will kind of send a pulsating electric field outwards, and a reinforced Lizard shield, which is good because we can drop our old one and pick up the new one. And this sword is particularly powerful, so we're probably going to want to drop. Actually, let's drop this because it's a little weaker, and we'll pick up the reinforced. And we'll pretty much use the Lizard weapons over here. And they just drop regular arrows, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. There's no big deal. And I actually want to take you out first because you're going to be a pain in the butt shooting those electric arrows at me. Maybe you'll drop them. No, you'll probably just drop regular arrows if anything. But they actually didn't drop anything, which is kind of upsetting. And once we get up here, Sidon, I don't know why I'm saying Zion. Sidon should meet us once more. So, yeah, Ludo's crossing, so this should be where he meets us down below. He'll shout to us from down below, at least. At least he should. Maybe. Perhaps not. Maybe because we didn't trigger the last area, he's not going to talk to us from here. Oh, never mind. There he is. Hey, Link! Look below. Down here. I thought he wasn't going to speak to us, but I guess I was wrong. You're still pretty far off, my friend, but I was sure you'd be passing over this bridge, so I've been waiting for you. You'll be in Zor's domain before you know it. In fact, I'm going to head that way too. I shall meet you there. Whoa, Link! Beware, warrior. A monster approaches from behind you. Yep, so we're being attacked by a moblin. Yeah, that's a giant piece of wood there, dude. And, oops, it fell all the way down, sadly. It's actually pretty strong, if I remember that specific type of Boko club, or it's actually a Moblin club or something like that. It's pretty strong considering the color. I think it's pretty strong. Just I can tell that based off like the purple color, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but you guys can correct me in the comments, I guess. And we should be seeing a Wizrobe around here somewhere, because I remember there being one eventually. And there's lots of weapons hidden along the way as well that you can like pick out and whatnot. And there's also some animals that you can shoot and get some meat from, but you don't have to if you don't want to. And actually, I think this is where the Wizrobe is, because I know there's one up here somewhere, and he's quite powerful because he's an electric Wizrobe. And yep, there he is indeed. So actually, what I want to do is I want to basically just try to sneak around him if I can. Yeah, just kind of make my way up here and over. And I think we can glide over to the next area from here. Indeed we can. And in fact, right there in the distance, right over there, is Zor's domain. And we're actually here. So, that didn't take nearly as long as I thought. It took about 20 minutes. I was expecting it to take about 30 to 45. But considering we just ran past all the enemies, we didn't really waste any time fighting, so usually that's what takes the longest, is like staying around and fighting and actually following the path. Now, of course, there is nothing very important on the path, so there's no need to follow it. You can take some shortcuts. And I just want to go ahead and point this out. I love the look of Zor's domain in this game. I love the look of Zor's domain in almost any Zelda game, that is. And I like the art style of the Zoras in almost any game too, and I really do like them in this game as well. But I also really like the look of Zor's domain. And once we get here, we'll see Zidon in front of us. Whoa. I've been waiting for you, Link. Welcome. Behold the pride of my people, Zor's domain. Now I shall introduce you to the king. Hurry, this way. And so we'll just need to follow Zion. Sidon. I don't know why I keep saying Zion. Too much NBA going on in my brain, I guess, guys. It's Sidon. I'll get it right. I've never said his name wrong before, but To make our way to the king, we're gonna want to make our way up this staircase, and I know there's a shrine down there, guys, but we're gonna get that a little bit later on. I'm gonna just snatch that arrow from you, dude. Hey! Who did it? Who stole my shock arrow? Huh? You're Link. Finally, I can avenge Lady Mipha. It's been 100 years since you last showed your face here. Now I, Sigan, will cut you down myself. What are you talking about, dude? Playing dumb, eh? Nice try, but you won't fool me, Champion Link. You weren't able to protect Lady Mipha from Calamity Ganon. It's been 100 years since we lost her. Poor Lady Mipha. How heartbreaking. I won't fail her again. Ah, of course. Because you stole my shock arrow, that's why. In that case, you take responsibility for appeasing the divine beast Varuta. Yeah, so it seems some of the older folk here do not take very kindly to me at the moment. But there's a goddess statue right here, so real quickly, I want another heart container, so let's go ahead and pick that up, and then we'll make our way to the king. And this should bring us to 7 hearts, I believe, and also completely refill our health. Yep, and that's going to take us to 7 hearts. And go bring peace to Hyrule. Alright, sweet. So, here is the king up here at the top. So, let's go talk with him. And we also completed the main quest, reach Zora's Domain. Ah, you must be the Hylian that Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all this way here. I'm King Dorphin, ruler of the Zoras. That object upon your waist. Is that not a Sheikah slate? Now that I've got a good look at you, it's all too clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion, Link. Do not tell me you've forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You can't mean that Link. I almost said that Link. The Link. That champion. So that's where I've heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. So many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I've heard a terrible rumor that you have fallen in combat, but it appears that you managed to survive. Extraordinarily. I've been sleeping, actually. Come again? Sleeping, you say? Is that why you don't seem to remember me? But surely you must remember my precious daughter Mipha, yes? You do you not? Mipha who? Can't say that it rings a bell, sorry. I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close, yet you do not remember her. Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's Domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mipha's immortalized form still not jog your memory? I can't say that it does. Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh, yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feat, my boy. Oh, that is a good one. Link, I doubt that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's Domain is in danger of vanishing because of the great divine beast, Varuta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? Sure thing. What? King Dorphin, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help? Why, the very thought of it curls my fins. Mizu, I expected more of you. How can you still protest? Mizu, it is rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at that very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's Domain. I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's Domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago, they abused the power of ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. It is their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us. Sorry, let me try that again. It was their fault that Lady Mipha... Oh, goodness. It is their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us. There we go. Finally, I got it. Link. Divine Beast Varuta has great power. It has a unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Okay, I'm sorry, but that defies every law of physics that I've ever learned. And like matter and stuff. Of late, it's been mercilessly spouting the water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For us Zora, water and air is one, so you would not think this would be quite so critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir near the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. There, Hylian's lives are in grave danger. The Divine Beast is crying out once again. The Divine Beast Varuta. Your princess, Zelda, often studied the Divine Beast, that is, in the time before the Great Calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Rita's shoulders are mechanisms that control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now because there is no electricity coursing through to stop them. Second, who was quite shock resistant for Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Fortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we cannot safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water will soon return to its full force. That is why I am in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg you, help me stop Rita's rampage of destruction. What? Princess Zelda herself introduced you to instructed you to aboard the Divine Beast and appease it from within. So then, Princess Zelda is still alive. Yeah, she's in Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered. It is true. But if we were to gain control of the Divine Beast, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all.
Oh.
I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous. Naturally, I shall help too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside. Come on, Link, let us appease Ruta together. I'm in. Let's do this. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith. And we get the Zora armor. Custom armor painstakingly crafted by each generation's Zora princess for her future husband. Wearing it will give us the ability to swim up waterfalls. As long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please, take good care of it. King Dorphin. Surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It is far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him, so why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit. That Mizu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. Goodness. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mipha. Naturally, she meant a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the Calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. Yeah, sure thing. But what shall we do now? I tasked Mizu with finding the shock arrows we needed to appease Varuta, but now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I'll work this out with Mizu. I shall return shortly. And it seems like Sadon's going after him. Sidon, I suppose that means you're going to tell him. Link, Mizu's most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? Or could you try to speak with him? Sure thing. So that's going to add a new objective to our quest in Divine Beast Varuta. And it's actually just right here. But before we do anything, I want to put on our brand new Zora armor. And it seems like it fits quite perfectly. And yeah, here's Zidon and Mizu. So let's talk to him. You came all that way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Mizu, there is something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is one whom my sister, Mipha, had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories of some which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. What? No. You cannot fool me with such fanciful lies. There we go, I was trying to get the word out. Not this, Zora. How could Lady Mipha possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mipha's statue. It is the truth, Mizu. Though you never knew it, he was ever in Mipha's heart.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
What is the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You are quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? Mipha, I remember everything. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There's no way I remember her now, when it is most convenient. In any case, without solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. Have you truly not figured it out yet? Simply take a look at what Link is wearing. You really think changing your clothes is gonna make me... Eh? What in the... That's Zora armor from before. Lady Mipha made that by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to, and who she made this special armor for. The fact is that the armor fits Link perfectly should be made proof enough that Mipha made it for him and him alone. You've always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mipha never told you. And as you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Mizu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you have already figured it out. Would never imagine that she would make that special armor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it's our only option at this point. I'm proud, Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shark arrows as you will need. That tall mountain over yonder is called Polymus Mountain, and there you will also find Shatterback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. The awful beast shoots volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You must mean the Lionel. He's a man-beast. That one! The beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. Excuse me. He's a vicious, to be sure, but I'm certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you'll need, at least 20 shock arrows. Think you can gather that many? Why do you still doubt him, Mizu? I have no doubt he will be triumphant. Okay, Link, let's get moving. The fastest way to Polymus Mountain is to ascend the waterfall east of the domain. The Zora armor should come in handy. Just swim to the waterfall basin and then go up the waterfall from there. I'll wait at East Reservoir Lake right by the divine beast. Gather at least 20 shock arrows and then come join me. I'm on it. Wonderful. Together we shall stop the divine beast's onslaught. Alrighty, so Sidon has already made his way over there. And with that, I think that's going to do it all for this episode here. So if you guys like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated, as it helps the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.